Finesse2Tymes knew he was on papers, but I understand the fact that if you got that much love for somebody, you gonna do whatever it take to let their name carry on in life. Like you gotta look at the fact that a lot of people was lost to the whole PRE and the whole CMG war. Like y'all gotta look at that because it's a lot of people grieving over this still to this day on both sides. And I'm kind of gonna really touch on something, and I ain't gonna take no sides on it, but I really feel that Finesse2Tymes should, like, he should basically like handle it a certain type of way because he's still on papers, and you never know what could happen throughout all this. And we all know for a fact, hey, if you do to the channel, hey, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hey, throw the PREs down in the comment section if you rock with PRE and they whole little label. If you rock with Young Dolph like I rock with Young Dolph, throw the Young Dolphins in the comment section. Throw the Blue Dolphins in the comment section. Like, I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on. It was Moneybagg, yo, Black Youngster. There was only two of them at the shoe store. And then you have to really look at the fact that Finesse2Tymes, he was with his whole entourage. Like, you got to really pay attention to that. And Finesse2Tymes got tall, big security. It was like 7 of them.
Subscribe to the channel, like, and share this video. That's the only way YouTube will recommend this information. This is confidential what I am about to tell you. I am Finesse2Tymes private lawyer. If you rock with Young Dolph, throw them dolphins in the comments. Finesse2Tymes really showed how much he cares about Young Dolph and Key Glock, a Memphis-based rapper who is being named a person of interest in an Arkansas club shooting that injured 28 people, has left Birmingham and is traveling to Arkansas. According to inmate records kept at the Jefferson County Jail, the 25-year-old Ricky Hampton was freed at about 2:30 a.m. on Friday. As of early this week, court documents show that Hampton, better known by his stage moniker Finesse2Tymes, agreed to be extradited to Arkansas. In addition to being wanted for a gunshot that occurred early Saturday morning at the Power Ultra Lounge, a two-story bar near the state capitol, Hampton was wanted on aggravated assault charges out of Forest City, Arkansas. Aside from Hampton, he was the main attraction at that concert. A 25-year-old Memphis-based rapper taken into custody at an Alabama nightclub early Sunday is a suspect in the gunfire at an Arkansas club that left 28 people injured. Ricky Hampton, better known as Finesse2Tymes, and another suspect were arrested by the U.S. Marshals Gulf Coast Regional Fugitive Task Force, ATF, and FBI at 1:15 a.m. at Side Effects at 400 2nd Avenue North in Birmingham, said Chief Deputy U.S. Marshal Cliff LaBarge. Hampton was headlining a show at the club from 10 p.m. until 2 a.m. and was nabbed as he walking back into the club. Hampton was sought on aggravated assault charges out of Forest City, Arkansas, and was also sought after the Saturday morning shooting of the Power Ultra Lounge, a two-story club not far from the state capitol. Hampton was headlining that show as well. U.S. Marshals and ATF said they launched a search for Hampton after the Saturday morning Arkansas club shooting. After Hampton's arrest was announced, Little Rock police reiterated via Twitter that Hampton was arrested on the Forest City warrant and that no arrests have been made in the mass shooting. Authorities have said the club was packed with patrons around 2:30 a.m. when, as an MC was speaking into a microphone on stage during a lull in the music, the sound of gunfire erupted. About 30 shots rang out over 10 seconds as people screamed and ducked for cover. Among those injured, 25 suffered gunshot wounds and 3 others had unrelated injuries. Police believe the gunfire erupted amid a dispute among clubgoers and that multiple people fired shots. Some sort of dispute broke out between people inside, Little Rock Police Chief Kenton Buckner told reporters on Saturday. The chief also told reporters that he found it concerning that an advertisement for the concert included a photograph of the headlining performer pointing a gun toward the camera. He said the artist had 2 warrants related to violence in other cities, according to the New York Times. Labarge said lawmen searching for Hampton had developed information that he was going to be in Birmingham. U.S. Marshals, ATF, and FBI set up surveillance at several areas in the city and were searching for a silver Mercedes they believed Hampton would be in. Hampton and 25-year-old Cantrell Gwynn were both arrested without incident outside the Birmingham club, he said. Investigators recovered 2 handguns and an AK-47 from the Mercedes. ATF took possession of those weapons. The rapper was staying at the Tutwiler Hotel, and authorities carried out a search warrant there as well. Hampton and Gwynn were taken to the Jefferson County Jail. Jail records show Hampton was booked in at 3:34 a.m. on a fugitive from justice warrant. Gwynn was still undergoing the booking process. They will be held without bond pending extradition to Arkansas. Memphis rapper, whose downtown Little Rock nightclub performance was interrupted by gang shootout, has accepted a 5-year prison sentence for carrying a gun during the July 2017 show. Convictions for armed robbery in Tennessee bar Hampton from legally owning firearms. The 5-year sentence imposed by Pulaski County Circuit Judge Chris Piazza doubles the prison time he's already serving. More than 24 people were injured when gunfire broke out at the now-closed Power Ultra Lounge at the corner of West 6th and Center Streets in the early morning of July 2nd. Hampton, who performed under the name Finesse2Tymes, had arrived at the club about 30 minutes before the shooting started. No one was killed, but several people were seriously injured, among them a teenage boy who was temporarily paralyzed and a woman who had to be placed into a medically induced coma, police said. The performance was on the 2nd floor of the building, and some victims jumped out of windows to escape the bullets. Hampton pleaded guilty to possession of a firearm by certain persons in an arrangement negotiated by Deputy Prosecutor Robbie Jones and Defense Attorney Eugene Clifford, sentencing papers filed Thursday show. Subscribe to the channel, like, and share this video.
What people don't understand is it's only so much that Yo Gotti could do. It's only him by himself. He really ain't got nobody with him. He got his people that protect him, but at the same time, they can't watch every move that his artists make. Like, y'all gotta really understand that. And there's a lot of people who keep saying, why Yo Gotti ain't putting up the bread behind them to even be protected with security or anything. Like, y'all gotta understand the fact he don't have to put up no money for nobody, no grown man to go out in the streets and ride around. Like, you gotta understand the fact they gotta choose where they can go and where they can't go. They know who they in tour with and who they not in tour with. So you gotta be cautious on every level with that. Like, we all know for a fact that everybody got their own way of thinking, but you also have to understand it's a certain way that you move when you out there in them streets, because at any moment, a slight chance, man, like you could get sent up, man. So you have to really be cautious, man, and really pay attention to every face, every movement, every car. You have to be on everybody that's in your circle. Like, you have to really pay attention to that. And this is something that a lot of us don't really take heed to, but we all starting to slowly take heed to it, because y'all have to understand the fact that the whole CMG and the whole PRE, they sent Memphis up. Like, you gotta understand, this been going on for about 10 years now. Like, ever since like young Dolph left Yo Gotti and them, like, it was up there. Like, y'all gotta really understand that, folks. Like, we all know this, G. Like, we all know this happened back to back to back, but we all have to be aware and really pay attention to the fact that the people who played a role in everything that's going on was the same people who didn't want him getting money at the end of the day. And when he started even going to Makedas, they knew for a fact that they finna get on his bumper because he let his guard down. He got too comfortable. Subscribe to the channel.